So for our next shop drop, which is going to be throughout June, it's not going to be one single day. We're going to do some flower pots this year. So we're just going to do some little ones, because obviously we would have problems posting out big ones. But yeah, they're made in exactly the same unwashed, unrefined wild clay, and they'll be fired in the coal kiln. So this is just a little pastry. So I'm going to split the rim. Pull up. So these are kind of, I suppose, one of my favourite flower pots. I like just a very simple decoration on it. So I'm putting a pastry crust around it, or pastry twist. Final rib up just to get it back into shape. So you always do your decoration before you finish the pot. I'm just going to have one line below, and that's it, done. And that's going to be our little mini pastry flower pot. Okay, just the start of a rhubarb faucet. So it's a bit noisy to start with. Just get it centered. So we make these in two different ways. So this is one way of doing it, where I throw the base in a sort of a normal manner. In other words, it's a cylinder, and then I mount the other section on top. And then the other way is we make effectively a flower pot, turn it over, and the rim of the flower pot forms the base. So nearly to the point where I can slow it down. That's it, centered. So now open out, thumb in, and two, and I'm going to push it just to give a little bit of an opening to get my fist in. And then open out. Of course, there's no base on these, so you've got to be quite careful when you get towards the end. Clean out the clay from the bottom, and now I'll start to bring it up from the left. And you notice the wheel's going quite slow, because they tend to run away with you a little bit. The first collar is quite low and wide. Because there's no rim on this, this is the middle of the pot.